Hello YouTube, my name is Billy and welcome back to my kitchen. I'm going to apologize right now if my voice is really bad, but unfortunately everyone in our house tonight is sick or getting that way. I'm kind of on the getting that way side of things. My trusty little cameraman is too shaky to hold the camera, so I'm using Gizmo, my little tripod, and hopefully we're gonna make that work. Now, what I'm gonna make tonight is, first of all, I'm making a big pot of my True Southern Sweet Tea just because tea has tons of antioxidants and I wanna get that as many in me as I can, so hopefully I don't completely become sick in the morning because today is Friday, but it's also my Monday, so I have to work all weekend long. All right. I do have a video of how to make my True Southern Sweet Tea, so if you want to see how I do that, just check that video out. It's Billy Jordan True Southern Sweet Tea. I've just got a pretty good sized pitcher. I've got 1 1/3 cups of sugar in there, and a medium-sized sauce pot with 3 tea bags, family-sized tea bags. All right, I've turned that off just right before it started to boil, and I let that steep for about 5 to 10 minutes. And I'm just gonna get all that out of the tea bag. All right. Okay, now I'm gonna just put hot water, or cold water, sorry, and just stir that up while the container is filling up. Normally, whenever I feel like I'm getting sick, which is not very often, I like hot tea, but I don't have lemon or anything that I normally like to go in hot tea, so I'm just gonna go with my True Southern Sweet Tea. It's still got all the antioxidants, and I will make sure that I'm drinking plenty of fluids tonight. Alright, I'm just gonna wipe the bottom and put that in the fridge to chill until it's ready to serve. Now over here on the stove, I have 3 chicken breasts. Hopefully you can, well, maybe not. I don't know. Well, in this large black skillet, I have 3 about medium-sized chicken breasts. And these were frozen originally, but I just threw them in the skillet and just cooked them that way. And I'm just gonna take my kitchen shears and my knife, and I'm just gonna cut those up into just little bite-sized pieces. I'm actually gonna make a chicken soup. Last night I made a video with tuna steaks with a vegetable medley. Check that video out and you'll see what I did with my vegetable medley. And I'm basically going to take those leftover vegetables and turn that into a soup. That's just, everyone in this house is sick tonight, so I need something quick and simple so everyone can get a nice hot bath and I can sterilize everything, and hopefully between the food and the fluids and everything else we can get rid of this nasty little cold and flu. Hopefully it's not the flu. I actually had the flu back in last February, so it hasn't even been a whole year since I was sick. And before this past February, it's probably been, I don't know, 15 or 18 years since I was that sick. And I actually had the flu and bronchitis at the same time, and that really wiped me out. I mean, I missed about 2 weeks of work, and so anyone who knows me, I know most of you guys don't, but I never miss work. So if I do, it's very serious. All right. Some of these I'm doing a little smaller because we're gonna feed our little Schnauzer Molly some chicken. Over the past week, she's been spoiled, and last week she had a lot of really good and very expensive seafood that we shared with her when I made some of my, and she does eat a lot of chicken, and I know she gets tired of it because I'll put it down and then she'll just look at me and turn her nose up. So it's like, what, chicken again? So hopefully she'll eat this since it's been a while since she's had it. A week at least. Alright, and I'm just going to cut these chicken breasts. I know they're done. And I just pan cooked them. This is a non-stick skillet, so I didn't even put any oil or anything like that in it. I don't need it, and I don't want it, and I just want to get something really good so we can all relax and hopefully not get any worse. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and move this back, but I'm gonna keep that burner going because I'm about to put my my pot. Okay, all right, Gizmo, cooperate. Okay, inside of this little pot, well, it's a big pot. Okay, now, last night I made this wonderful little vegetable medley, and it's got some squash, zucchini, onion, garlic, carrots, and asparagus in there, and I don't know if you can see that. It's really good. It went really well with tuna. And all I did was cook that in some chicken broth. And the reason I did that is because this week we're doing lighter stuff, and tonight's meal will be lighter, but the way we all feel tonight, I don't care. All right, we're gonna take that whole dish and we're just gonna dump all of those vegetables and the chicken broth in the pot. Okay, and then I'm gonna add a little bit more of the chicken broth. And if that's not enough, you can just add some water and it'll be fine. There's so much salt in the chicken broth that, you don't really need, the water will just kind of dilute that a little bit. Okay. And I'm just going to add another entire container of water to that. Now, not everyone in my household likes all of these vegetables, but they like some of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel and cut up about 2 potatoes. And add in there. That way there's something that everyone likes, and if they don't like it, well, they can pick it out. What they don't like, they can pick out. So. One down, one to go. All right, and we're just gonna take a good sharp knife and just cut those potatoes up. Now I'm gonna cut these up thinner than I normally would because everything else has already been cooked once. So I want these to cook, the potatoes to cook really fast. And that was a really large potato, so. And I'm just gonna cut these rings into quarters because I really want the potato to cook pretty quick. Okay. Okay, now to that, I'm just going to add sorry about that. All right, me and Gizmo are still getting acquainted. Now, there's not really a lot of seasoning in the vegetable medley other than the salt that's in the broth, the chicken broth. So I'm gonna add about half a teaspoon of tarragon. It works really, it's a really nice delicate flavor and it works really well with fish and chicken. A little thyme and tarragon. And then I'm going to do a little bit of parsley, and not a lot, just like a teaspoon. All right. I'm just going to give that a little stir with my spoon. Just to incorporate that pretty well. Okay, and then I'm gonna add my chicken. This is gonna be a good soup. Okay. Okay, and I'm just gonna give that another toss just to make sure everything is, you know, kind of mixed pretty well. Okay, and then I'm gonna take the lid that goes to this large pot, set that on top. And I've turned the heat on that burner up to medium high. And I just want that to come to a boil for, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes, just until the potatoes are soft, and then you can reduce it until it just simmers. About another 30 minutes, just so you get all of those flavors released into the rest of the items that are in there. When I come back, I'm going to show you how we make what we call the perfect grilled cheese. So stay tuned for that. Okay, YouTube. I've already my soup has been on for 30 minutes, and I checked the potatoes with a fork, and they are tender. So now I'm going to let those continue to cook and stay hot while I show you how I'm making our favorite way of doing a grilled cheese. Hopefully put this here. Okay. Okay, Gizmo acted up and some of the video got cut off. So hopefully I will remember where we left off, but we are doing the grilled cheese now. And basically all I've done is take, 4 slices of really good artisan bread that I've just sliced to our desired thickness. And I have taken some butter, I don't know if you can see that, and just put very, very thin shavings. I mean, on each side is probably doesn't even total a quarter or half a tablespoon of butter. And then on the end, you want to butter one side, lay it down on the griddle, and then you want to take some mayonnaise, and we use real mayonnaise, but you can use whatever you want. And you just take your knife, and you're going to do a very light coating. I mean, you're just going to swish it until it's just a very tiny, thin layer. And then you're going to put your cheese down, more mayonnaise on the other side, butter on the top of and then you're going to put your griddle to about 325, and you're going to just cook those until they're golden brown on each side, and the cheese is completely melted, and you'll have a wonderful grilled cheese. Okay, once your soup is completely done all the way through, you're just going to put that in a nice big bowl, and then once your grilled cheese is completely grilled on both sides, you're going to take that up and enjoy.